Hello there, and a very warm welcome to the Unique Closer Brand Training. If you're watching this live right now, give me a hashtag live. If you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay. And in the meantime, let me quickly check that I am indeed live. Yes, I am. Hashtag indeed live. Yes, I am. Awesome. So I can hear myself loud and clear. If you can hear me as well, let me know how does the audio sound. Let's give it a few moments before the rest of us stream in. And I can see that Shogun is live, Anix is live, Alex is live, Turkey is live. Welcome, welcome. Let me know what time is it over there and where are you based? Okay, this video that you're watching right now is a free preview. Okay, a free preview of the Unique Closer Brand paid training. Every month I do a paid training and we go deep couple of hours with a Q&A at the end and all the tools, resources, action steps, and assignments that come after that are all included as well. So if you want access to the full program, the Unique Closer Brand, the full program, you can head over to seansena.com influencer. See this link here? It's seansena.com/influencer. Currently on my Facebook group, as well as on my YouTube channel, there will be a free stream. I am streaming the initial portion of this training live and free. And it's for people to really get a feel and understand why I created this training and what we're going to cover today. So if you enjoy the preview and you want to get the whole thing because you see that this is the solution for you to consistently land qualified sales opportunities as closers at will, then head over to seansena.com/influencer and put in your $100 before the price goes up. If you join us live right now, it's $100. Okay. And after that, when I turn this program evergreen and list it over at my website, it's going to be $250, if not more. So it's $100 now and $250 afterwards. So now is the time to enroll and get in. Then once that's done, drop me a message. And if I miss it, okay, can Andrea or Vic just bump the message up and give them access to my Zoom link. Okay, my Zoom link is always the same one. Okay, so if you're already a student or mentee of mine, okay, just come over to my Zoom right now. It's the same link every time. Okay, and if there are any new group joins, okay, please see if they are qualified and approve. We have two live streams going on right now. One is in my Facebook group with my slides. Okay, if you're watching over at my Facebook profile, this one does not have my slides. So you need to come over to either my Facebook group or get the full training, and then we can get started. Okay, so the whole week, okay, when you guys were seeing me talking about the Unique Closer brand, when I was promoting this event, what came to your mind? Let me know in the comments. Did you feel that this was relevant to you? Are you looking to build a brand? Like, I'm here to do remote sales. I'm here to do appointment setting. I'm here to do remote closing. Why is Sean repeatedly telling us about the importance of a brand? Isn't it enough for me just to send a resume? How many of you think that I don't really need to brand myself? Branding is for companies, branding is for businesses. Me as a closer, I just need to send a resume and that will be it. Don't talk to me about writing content, don't talk to me about having a brand. I just need to send a resume and that will be it. How many of you think that way? Let me know in the comments. Just to be clear, there is nothing wrong with sending a resume. The issue is the resume relevant to the opportunity you're applying? That's number one. Number two, does your resume demonstrate your substance? And does it all make this relevant to the company that you're applying to? If not, then you're just throwing a piece of document to the company and hoping that they open it. You're hoping that they read it. And if there's no link, if there's no link between the resume you send to the company that is hiring, then you have to understand that there are how many? I don't know, 10, 20, 50, hundreds of other potential candidates who think the same. So they're just throwing the resume and they are one dimensional. A one-dimensional closer is someone who has just done a course. Okay, they're in a 9 to 5 and they bought an online course and they are like, I'm gonna try remote sales, but all I have is a course. So they get stuck with no teams, or they attract unqualified, weird teams, and they cannot close. Okay, they cannot come into the game because they're one-dimensional. So after all these years, I have seen hundreds and hundreds of closers get stuck in this situation. And that's one of the main reasons why I decided to create this program, okay, is to help people get out of that maze, okay, from one-dimensional to becoming a top closer. And becoming a top closer requires you to distinguish yourself. Okay, otherwise, how do we know who is who when there are 50 candidates? How do we know who is who has what? Okay. You might not know how it's like when a company puts out a hiring post. Okay, a lot of people apply, okay, and it is a lot of work for the recruiter or the interviewer or the company to have to sift through 50 applicants and then shortlist the top 7 or top 5 to interview and then give them the position to close high ticket. Okay, so it is pivotal. It is imperative. Okay, it is critical that you distinguish yourself as a closer. And bear in mind, I'm talking about even if you have no to little experience. That is precisely the time to start your brand. Okay. You don't just want to start your brand, you want to establish what I call your unique theme. Okay, write this down, your unique theme. This unique theme is the thing that separates you from everyone else, that only you have this thing. It is your unfair closest advantage. It is your unique theme. Okay. And one of the most important things that people ask all the time. Okay. I have about 1,600 members in my group right now. And everyone who joins, 95% of them say the same thing. How to find a qualified offer, how to find a qualified offer, how to find a qualified offer. So that's one of the main things I will address today. And I am not talking about guaranteed placement. I mean, if a company offers me, of course I'll take it. Okay, it's not a bad thing. I think it's a great thing. But how many times is your closer program going to offer you a guaranteed placement? Once, twice, or thrice? Or is it just once? Because I haven't done those closer programs before. I've never had a guaranteed placement before. I was never given a guaranteed placement before, so I don't know how does it work. If you have taken a closer program and you have paid 5, 10, 15K just for the guaranteed placement, can you share with me how does it work? Well, I don't know. Do they place you once? And what happens if you don't hit KPIs? What happens if you get released? Or what happens if the company stops giving you leads? What happens if the company pauses their funnel? Then what happens to your guaranteed placement? Do they place you in another team? Do they keep placing you? I don't know how does it work. And how long do you have to wait for placement? 3 months? Because I talk to closers and I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, Jabal is live, welcome. And they're saying, oh, I'm waiting. And then I'm like, waiting for what? I'm waiting for my placement. And I'm like, when does it happen? And they say, I don't know. Maybe next month, maybe 3 months. And like, why are you waiting? And how does it work? How many times are they going to place you? Okay. So do you want to depend on that? Let me know in the chat. I mean, if it's given to me, of course I'll take it. But do you want to depend on it? Is it dangerous? and risky to depend on it? Or do you want to be someone that can land a qualified opportunity at will without depending on some agency, without depending on some recruiter, without depending on some guarantee? Okay, if you ask me personally, okay, personally, just my own personal opinion. If you ask me the professional opinion, the politically correct opinion is that it's great. And if it's given to me, I'll take it. But deep down, you know how I really feel about this? I feel like as a closer, if I have to depend on it, depend. If it's given to me, I'll take it. But if I have to depend on it, I think it's an insult to my skills. Do you ever see a doctor needing a guarantee, needing a guaranteed client? Do you see a doctor needing a guaranteed patient? Do you see a lawyer needing a guaranteed client? Do you understand what I'm saying? If you are capable in your profession, clients come to you. That's my point of view. Okay. And because that's my point of view, I've never had to depend on guaranteed placement. I've always used my brand. Even till today, I'm still using my brand. Your brand is everything. From the time you show up, from the time you connect with people, from the time you send messages, even your profile photo, even how you are showing up on today's call. Okay. It is your brand. And if there's no substance in your brand, then it's a shell, and you cannot guarantee a shell, a placement. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of the main things we'll cover today, the unique closer brand. Okay. I'll be talking about some new concepts you might not have heard before. But if you want to self-guarantee, if you want to self-guarantee, you will need to learn these terms. And I highly suggest you take out your journal and notebook or like Google Doc right now and really take notes. Okay. Audience growth, going on the hunt. Okay. When closers talk to me, okay, if you talk to me and I ask you, how is your audience growth going? If you can't answer me, I know you're not on the right path. If I ask you, have you been going on the hunt, and you can't answer me, I know you're not understanding what I shared today. If I say, show me your brand assets, and you're like, I haven't done it, hey, then I know, okay, you're not one of the serious closers. Okay. But if you show me all these things that I asked for, okay, then I know, okay, that you're playing full out and you're all in. Once your brand is established and you contact influencers, you land interviews, and performing well on interviews is an art. Okay, and I've uploaded a lot of my live interviews where business owners were testing me, grilling me, making it difficult. Okay, and I recorded the whole thing. It's over on my YouTube. Passing interviews is an art. You've got to understand that it is a competition. If they have one slot, if they have two slots, if they have three slots, and they are interviewing 20, 30, 50 candidates, to get that one slot, you have to beat the competition. Okay, you have to beat the competition. Otherwise, you know what they'll say? Hey, man, I'm sorry, the position has been filled. You can try again next time. Okay, and you don't want to get rejected. Okay, because we don't have time to get rejected. Okay, and we don't want to play the numbers game. When we find a good company, it is rare. And when we find a good company, we want to get in. And after you get in, then the game begins. Because a lot of people, week one is like, yay, I got guaranteed a placement. Yay, I got an opportunity. And then week two, they're out. And then what happens? Okay, because getting in is only the first step. You need to become the top performer. Okay, you don't just want to hit KPI, you want to become the top performer. That's why we are here to do remote sales. So the part-timers, they're going to fade out. The dabblers, they're going to fade out. The ones that are not committed, they will just filter themselves out. Every season, I see them come and go. Okay, so I hope this complete system that I give you today and the assignments, I have created 3 core assignments for this program. These assignments are not theory. It's not for motivation. It's none of that. These assignments are based on the practical steps that I have taken and my students have taken. Okay, for myself, I've been closing full time since 2018. If today you ask me to create a brand new account, if today I were to lose everything and you tell me that I got to cycle through these teams and do what I'm teaching you now, okay, these assignments are exactly the steps that I will do to land myself, to guarantee myself an opportunity within 7 to 12 days. Within 7 to 12 days. That is my record. In fact, if today, within the next 24 hours, you implement everything I teach, you can easily land 3, 5, 7 interviews if you wanted to. So these assignments are the key, okay, to guaranteeing yourself a qualified opportunity for remote closing. So if you stay till the end of today's training, okay, and you do the assignments, okay, if you get in live right now, it's $100. Okay, afterwards, the price is going to go up to $250. You can get in now at seansena.com/influencer. That is seansena.com/influencer. And you do the assignments. If you complete every section in the assignments and you show it to me, I guarantee you in 7 to 12 days, maybe even faster than that, you will land a qualified opportunity. If you complete every section in the assignments and you don't land an opportunity, okay, I'll give you a full refund. Okay, because there's no way that you do exactly as I say in the assignments and you don't land a qualified influencer and start closing. Okay, that is my guarantee to you. So I feel like this $100 is a no-brainer investment. Otherwise, how many more weeks and months are we going to spend circling around and not knowing what to do? Okay. If you always don't know what to do, okay, you become a one-dimensional closer. The fate of a one-dimensional closer is what? You keep looping in and out of unqualified teams. You cannot hit KPIs consistently. You get released, you get rejected. So you go in and out of practice mode. You try, cannot, because you don't know what is the specific action steps to take. And a lot of coaches that try and teach this, they might copy my stuff. They might try and teach, how to become self-sufficient. But if they have not actually gone through this, they don't know how to teach you. So they can only give very generic and impractical advice. It sounds good, that is inspiring. And then when it's time to implement, we don't know what to do. Then what happens? 3 to 6 months later, we go back to a 9 to 5. And then we go work for someone else when we could have taken all that time, effort, and energy to build up a brand, to join qualified team, and to close. How do the one-dimensional closers carry themselves? Okay, how do you know if someone is a one-dimensional closer? The first message you can already tell. Okay, do you have any offers for me? Do you have a job for me? Do you have an opportunity for me? Can I close for you because I want to close for you? I'm from this program. Do you have a job for me? So really, does a closer close like that? Does a closer sell themselves like that? I don't know. How does this work? Okay, and I want to be clear that these kind of messages, maybe most of us have sent at some point in our life, right? I also have sent these kind of messages before, and there's nothing wrong with this, just sending a message, hey, do you have anything for me? I mean, is it bad? No. Okay, is it wrong? Maybe not. There's nothing wrong with this, but you just got to understand that everyone else is doing that. Okay, every day I receive so many of these messages. Okay. And if you have your own business, okay, all these messages immediately go into the spam folder. They get restricted, they get blocked, they get unfriended. It is spam. Okay. And the worst part is, when a company makes a hiring post, how many of you see like hiring posts on your feed? When a company says, I'm looking for a closer, or when a company says, we are hiring. Okay. This is what happens. Okay. When you make a hiring post, okay, 20, 30, 50 of messages just fly in. Hey, I saw your opportunity. Hey, I saw your post. Hey, I saw that you're hiring. Hey, pick me, pick me, pick me. Do you see my message? Do you see my message? Do you see my message? Hey, hey, hey. And then it's just spamming in. Okay. If you send the same thing, okay, I want to be clear. Okay, there's nothing wrong with this. But if you send the same thing, can I ask you, where does your message go? Who's gonna open it? And let's just flip this around. If you are the company, if you are the company and you're hiring, and then all these closers come to you and you check, they have no social media presence, they have no brand, they're posting inconsistently, or they're not posting, or their content is irrelevant. It's some like food posts, a music post, some glam selfie, nothing related to business or sales, and they are harassing you for an opportunity. Versus, versus closer B with a unique brand as a remote high ticket closer. And consistently, we are posting substance based content. And when they contact you, they have studied you, they have researched you. And when they apply, the application is personalized to you. Can I ask you, a lot of you own your own businesses, right? So if you hired a closer, which one would you pick, A or B? Put in the chat. Even if you're watching the replay, okay, type, let me know your answer, really. You want A or B? Because if if you put B, I do not want to see ever this kind of message from you. Okay, and what's the alternative? I'm going to teach today. Okay, and in the first place, have you ever wondered why does everyone type like this? Okay, the reason is because the traditional advice, when those like overnight course creators come up and do a closer program, they just put in this kind of theory. And I don't know why people spend 5,000, 10,000 on this kind of programs when the advice is, oh, join all the Facebook groups. How many of you got that? Send 500 applications every day, every week. Network and add value. How many of you got that? Just DM business owners. Go to job boards, Upwork, Indeed, Monster. How many of you get this kind of coaching? Be honest with me. And then you try to clarify. You say, hey, coach, can you be more specific? Exactly how do I get in these teams? And then your coach replies, be creative and think out of the box. What? This kind of advice, okay, any parrot, any monkey can give. Okay. So if your main concern is, Sean, I want to do what you're teaching. I really want to have my own brand and do what you're saying and join the top team and become a top closer. But if you ask me right now, I really don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do what you're doing. And the learning curve is overwhelming me. I feel afraid. I doubt myself. And I have no experience. I don't know how to do any of this. Okay. That's exactly where I started. And if today everything was to be taken away from me and all I have is a place, a computer, Wi-Fi, okay, this is exactly what I'll do. Okay, in fact, this is exactly what I did in 2018. In 2018, when I first started. Okay. In 2018, something magical happened for me. All my other peers were stuck. Okay, they started at the same time with me, but they all experienced what you're experiencing now. I don't know how to find a team. I don't know how to perform. I don't know how to close. I'm stuck. All of them had the same problem, and I had the same problem as well. But because I did things differently, maybe because I used to own my own martial arts business. So I guess in some way, I thought and I functioned like a business owner myself. And because of what I did differently, qualified, highly qualified influencers reached out inbound to me. They reached out inbound to me, and I'm going to show you the conversations, some of the conversation in a moment. And I want you to think of this question. Okay, think of this question. Why are qualified influencers at a time when I had no experience? Why are they reaching out? Don't you find it strange. Okay. This is Carl, okay, my second influencer. Carl is my second influencer. Hi, Sean. Good to connect. I see you're in our group. How long have you been a closer? My question to you is, how does he know I'm a closer? How does he know I'm a closer? Put in the chat. And this group is not for closers. This group is for coaches. How does he know that I'm a closer? And how does he know that I'm not one of his leads or one of his prospects that he should pitch? Because he didn't pitch me. He's here to hire me. And then the next thing I want to ask you is, I told him, you can see from the chat here, right? I told him that I've been a closer for how long? 2 months. And these 2 months, I haven't done a real sales call at all. All I had was an online course, some role plays. I haven't done anything before. And I just told him the truth. I didn't try to redirect him. I didn't try to play games. I didn't try to do some, funny stuff. I just told him, hey, I've been a closer for 2 months. And then look at his reply. What is his reply? Good stuff. We are looking for closer. Who says I have 2 months experience and then gets this kind of reply? Like, yeah, that's exactly who I want. I want someone with 2 months experience. Okay, this is my fourth influencer, Sabah. Okay, love the commitment. I will be choosing someone this week, and you are one of my top choices. And my question to you is why? Why? Is it because I send this? Is it because I send this? Is it because I send this? What do you think I did differently when these people make a hiring post or these people are scouting for closers? I'm in the top 2, top 3 of the candidates. Why? Is it because I look good? This one's another one. Hey, Sean, what's the number? I want to talk to you. Why? How is this happening? This one's Mark. Mark is my third influencer. Okay, let me check if I can open a slot later in the day and I send a video. This video really brought joy to my heart. I'm truly grateful to have you as part of our team. Why? Why grateful? I'm just a closer. Sean, welcome to our team. We're honored and we count on you. Okay, let's sign the agreement. Okay, this is Mark. He was a consultant for Bob Proctor. Okay, I closed for Bob's products before. Okay, this one, I sent a voice message. This is an 8-figure influencer, an 8-figure influencer. I reached out and I sent a cold voice message, and I didn't think he would open it. But he opened the message and he replied, hey, Sean, just saw it. Interesting. I'm looking for closers to test out some new offers. I'll speak more next week. Why he opened my message? Why he replied? Why he take this conversation seriously? All these teams I joined and I booked calls and I closed. Okay, this one was my very first influencer, Scott. Okay, this was the time I really had nothing. Okay, if the words are too small, I'm going to read it out. I'll put some stuff together for you. Please be patient with me. We are kneeling down the last beats for our book launch. Okay, awesome. Thank you. A senior consultant is more client-oriented and explores sales activities. A senior consultant closes business. Okay, thank you for being patient with our transition. May I use this on a landing page? And it is my face. It is the face of Sean Sena, the strategic closer. And it says a senior consultant. Okay, this one. Hey, Sean, are you here? Yes. How are you? Doing great. There's one call in 15 minutes. There's one call in 1 hour. Are you available? No, I'm not prepared. I need 24 hours minimum. I'll have someone invite you to all meetings as they get scheduled. Okay, please give me 24 hours space to plan the day prior. Yes, we are getting more and more calls now. Will do. We need you. Hey, Sean, this is my business number. Sorry, I didn't get back to you. We were undergoing some restructuring. We are going to launch our high ticket funnel. Are you still doing closing? Yes. I'll get my team to send you the materials. One of my students looking for closers. I'll link her up with you. So all these messages Most of them came inbound. I didn't even expect them. Most of them came at a time when I had no experience. So what if today you implemented what I taught and then the same thing happens to you? How would you feel? Would you be happy, excited, stressed? Put in the chat, let me know. Would you be ready? Would you be ready to go if someone just texted you and say, hey, are you a closer? I need you. How would you respond? So my friends, my peers at the time, they were like, Sean, we are all struggling to get influencers. We're all struggling to find qualified opportunities. How are you doing all of this? Like you're so fast, you're already in a team, and then so fast you're already closing. So fast you're already building a sales team. So fast you're already traveling the world, making 5-figure months, and living the life. How are you doing all of this? Okay, at the time, this was my brand. Okay, I took a nice photo of myself. This was done like week 6 when I had no experience. I was still in my 6th week of remote closing. And I branded myself. I took a nice photo. I didn't know what to call myself. And I just called myself the strategic closer. And my profile looked kind of like this, highly optimized. I put on my best photos. Okay. I write some decent copy and I do it over and over again. I connected with influencers. I connected with business owners. So I treated this whole thing like my business. Okay. And I want you to do the same. Okay. Because after I did this, okay, a lot of people start to copy. Okay, you got to understand, I did this at a time where there were very, very, very little closer programs. There were very few closers. There was certainly almost no closer, okay, branding themselves in a unique way. So once I started doing this, then the closers start to copy, and then the coaches realize what's happening, and then they also start to teach this. So if you really, 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 really want to stand out from the copycats, okay, you need your unique theme, and it doesn't matter what you call yourself. It doesn't matter what you call yourself. The most important part in your brand is always your substance. It's always your substance. A brand without substance becomes a shell, and you cannot guarantee a shell placement. Okay, substance is demonstrated first and foremost through our content. Okay, why? For those of you watching live and the replay, content is super important. Content can be the post you make, it can be a video, it can be like anything digital that you put up online that can be seen. It's all content. And why is content important? Why, when a closer don't produce content, then they have no substance, especially when we have no experience. I'm not talking about experience. Okay, let's all pretend that we are all me in 2018. Okay, when we have nothing. Why is content important? First of all, when you produce content, it says everything about what you understand. Okay, your content shows your clarity. Your content shows your understanding. It shows how much you have studied. It shows how much you have prepared. So if you have no content, what does it say? If you have weak content, what does it say? If you have irrelevant content, what does it say? Okay, so if in your mind you're thinking like, what is content and how can I do it? Do you have some examples? Okay, sure. Let's explore some examples. Okay, and this link, okay, is available inside your members area. Okay, click on the influencer attraction system and scroll down to click on number 5, content examples, and you will arrive at this link. Okay, let's look at this. This one was me doing a video and just talking about my day as a closer. Nothing fancy. I'm just saying I woke up at this time, I took calls, and now I'm taking a break, and this happened, and this is what I learned. Content, and I'm sharing what I've done. Okay, this is a question. I joined someone else's group. Okay, and I ask a question. Okay. Again, I joined someone else's group and I said, working through opposite time zones, dealing with burnout, made me understand the importance of this, and this. And I'm someone who invests in myself. I invest in my mindset. What do you do that is similar to what I've just shared? Okay, so I'm sparking conversation. I am sharing. It's nothing fancy, It's not like I'm some 6-star copywriter. It's not like I'm some 6-star content creator. Maybe just 2-star, like just a photo and some text. Okay, and this one, okay, is a more structured post. Okay, this one is a value post. Okay, it's a personal story. Okay, this one personal story plus some value. This one I just document my experience in a sales team. Okay, this one is my experience on a sales call and just a photo that I took with my phone, nothing special. Okay, I'm talking about sales. I'm talking about mindset. I'm talking about high ticket closing. Earlier this year, I applied for a dream position and I got it. There was only one problem. During the interview with the business owner, she gave me some feedback. I don't have anything else to add except that during our role play, you could have built more rapport. And I reflected, what didn't I do? Why didn't I do that part well enough? I realized that all along I've been this person, blah, blah, blah. I explained my philosophy on rapport and my wins. Okay. This one is my father-in-law. This is Andrea's dad. Andrea, say hi to your dad. Okay, this is a question posed. Okay, so my question to you is, why am I consistently putting these out? All this content, it doesn't take a lot of time to do. When I'm traveling or waiting for food, or even sometimes in the toilet. Okay, if I have 3, 5, 10 minutes, I just take out my phone and I just write. And I'm not trying to create anything. I'm just sharing what happened in my day as a closer. Okay, so it's not very difficult to create. And from the content that you share, okay, from the content that you share, who is reading? Who is your ideal reader? Put in the chat, put in the comments. Who are you writing all this for? Who is the ideal audience? Am I writing this for myself to see? Am I writing this for my family to see? Am I writing this for fellow closers to see? No, I'm writing this for my ideal influencer, the ideal business owner to see. Okay, this is why content is important. It's selling you. You are selling yourself. Okay, you're demonstrating your substance. You're demonstrating your clarity. And yeah, Jabal says, business owner, I'm attracting my ideal client. Exactly. Okay, exactly. So you're selling yourself. You don't have to depend on someone to guarantee you something. You know how to produce things that help people, that inspire people, that connect you with people, that make you stand out, that make you get noticed. So people know, oh, it's Sean, the closer. It's Sean, the closer. Every time you show up, oh, it's Sean, the closer. So when they need a closer, they know, oh, there is a closer called Sean. Let's check his stuff out. So from here, you're already seeding your reputation. You're already seeding your brand. Okay, and the best part is when you study and you synthesize what you've studied and then you share, your understanding of high ticket sales itself levels up. That's why I highly encourage every one of you watching now to do it. Okay, study, synthesize, and share. Study, synthesize, and share. That's the fastest way you can outlearn everyone else. If you're following right now, type of following in the chat. This is important. Okay, I want you to outlearn everyone else because if you don't produce content, you're not advancing. Okay, from here to the application process, to the interviews, to the whole time you're in a team, your attitude, your clarity, Okay, the way you show up. All these things are closing. Okay, all these things are closing. The whole time, through your content, through how you look, through how you carry yourself, how you apply, how you show up on interviews, how you show up in teams, how you show up on team meetings, how you show up when you talk to your influencer, the whole time, you are all closing. So all these things needs to be unified by something that is in you, your inner theme. Okay, your inner theme. What is my theme? It's strategy. That's why I am the strategic closer, because my theme is strategy. Everything I teach, everything I do, okay, is prepared beforehand. Everything I do is thought of beforehand. So when I call myself the strategic closer and someone tries to copy, it's irrelevant because they don't have my essence. So you need to find your essence, okay, and think of one word that carries and captures and radiates this essence, and put your name and put your brand and put your substance out there, put it everywhere. Okay, and you don't just want to talk about the theme, because if I just talk about the theme, I will be talking about strategy all the time. But no, I'm not here to talk about strategy, am I? I'm here to be a closer. So every time I talk about strategy, every time I produce content, at the end of everything, okay, I am always linking. The keyword is link. I am linking everything back to high ticket sales, the high ticket sales psychology. And in doing so, I demonstrate my substance. Okay, so your theme, high ticket sales and substance. Okay, your theme, high ticket sales and substance combined becomes your unique theme. Okay, is my explanation clear? If you go to my YouTube channel, okay, that is at seansena.tv, which at the time of this recording, okay, I'm almost at 900 subscribers. So thank you everyone for supporting my channel. Okay, or if you go to my closer account, okay, or even if you go to my Instagram account, Maestro Closer, and you scroll, okay, you scroll all the way, all the way, all the way down. You know, all these things are the actual content I put out since 2018 as a full-time remote closer. Okay, the date from Instagram doesn't lie. So before anyone is teaching this, okay, before anyone tries to copy this, okay, see, July 19, 2018. This was the time I had no experience. I have not taken any calls. I have nothing much to share. So when I go out, I take a photo. When I have a quote, I just put it out. It's not even about sales. Okay, or if I go for a run, I just say something and I post. Okay, and I post and I post and I post and I post. And then I learn stuff. If I learn about the importance of silence on a call or listening to your prospect, if I learn something, I study, synthesize, share, study, synthesize, share. So from very diluted and substanceless content, I study, synthesize, share, 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 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, and the whole time, okay, I'm just improving my stuff, improving what I study, improving my understanding of sales. Okay, so through your content, you advance your content, you advance yourself. Okay, you advance your content, you advance yourself. And some people try to copy this, and all they do is the post on the left. It's just one big line It's just one sentence and they are spamming this for every post. No, okay. This one is good from time to time, but the majority of your content, okay, has to be a documentation of your progress as a closer. Okay, and be honest, be transparent. Don't try to be something you are not. If you had an experience in a sales team, just share. Okay, if you made a mistake, share. If you have a win, share. If you have a philosophy, share. Okay, this one once in a while, okay. Okay, if something happened, you want to share, share. Okay, if it's a mood, share. Okay, if you are onboarding on a new team, share. Okay, if before a call you have time, post. Okay, if an influencer texts you and you want to celebrate your wins, share. Okay, if you leave a team, share. If you join a new team, share. Just document, document, document. Study, synthesize, share. Study, synthesize, share. Study, synthesize, share. Okay. So recap on what we will cover today. We have covered your unique theme. Okay. So after today, I don't want to see any more generic high ticket closers and then one generic closers. Okay. Just because you put a closer beside your name or remote closer or high ticket closer or sales closer, okay, it doesn't make you stand out. Okay, it doesn't make you stand out. If you go to LinkedIn and you search high ticket closer, okay, you search high ticket closer, I think someone just registered for the full training. So if you have bought the unique closer brand, okay, you need to send me a message on Facebook or Telegram. Okay, reach out so I can send you the link to my Zoom because I'm closing this stream pretty soon. I'm closing this stream in another 10 minutes. So if you've bought the whole thing, okay, send me a message on Facebook or Telegram or an Andrea or Vic. Okay, if you see them texting us, okay, just send them the Zoom link, okay, and come onto my Zoom. Okay, so I can teach you the rest of this program. So you see, it's hundreds and hundreds of them, everyone high ticket closer. You can go to any page 93. Okay, you can jump to any page, high ticket closer, high ticket closer, high ticket closer. Okay, go to page 96, high ticket closer, high ticket closer, high ticket closer. Even on Instagram, okay, appointment setter, appointment setter, appointment setter, sales closer, sales closer, sales closer. After today, I don't want you to put that anymore because you're going to be just one of the names. And then when you find a good opportunity, and you apply, okay, and then everyone looks the same, everyone sounds the same, okay, it's very hard for you to break through. Okay, what I want for you is to own a brand that stays with you for as long as you're in the online world. Even if in the future you don't do closing, like how is that even possible? Because everything now is setting and closing. You need to text well, you need to sell yourself well on text. You need to choose your words accurately. You need to understand the psychology of listening, shifting beliefs, holding space for people, closing them to make decisions, closing yourself. Everything is online, just that we do this through Zoom, we do this through the phone. So I hope that after today, okay, you can keep a brand for yourself. Okay, you can keep a brand for yourself. Okay, that you know how to book calls, you know how to close, and for the focus of today, you can always go, okay, to any company. These influencers are not normal influencers. Okay, these are my dream influencers. When I work for them, on average, I stayed with these teams 1 year each on average. I have a very good relationship with them. I enjoyed my time with them. And you can see the way they have these conversations. They respect the conversation. They respect the substance and the value that I bring to the table. They are present. They're not ghosting me. They're not avoiding me. And then when they have leads, they trust me. When they have calls, they want me to be the one to take. Otherwise, how I do this full time? How do I get leads? How do I get calls? How do I get opportunities? It all comes from my brand. If you take away my brand, I will not be able to do any of this. I will just be another one of these closes, okay, and I will be lost in the shuffle. Okay, so I hope that after today, you are able to build for yourself a brand that can stay with you for the next 3, 5, 10 years to come. Okay, and you might evolve. You might pick up new skills. Like me, like over the years, I picked up copywriting, setting, chat closing itself, building sales team, and then now building my own business. Like all these skills, it stacks, it stays with you. But ultimately, the one thing that unifies everything that you do, everything that you have, that the value that you can give to the market. A lot of you are business owners. Some of you teach, stuff. Some of you are coaches. Some of you run your own physical businesses and things like that. These skills are here to stay with you for life. Okay, and the one thing that's going to unify all these things, regardless of whatever skill or industry or company you pivot to, is your brand. Okay, and your name itself. When I click on your profile, when I check out who you are, that is your brand. And you do not want to have a generic brand. You want to have a brand that people remember. You want to have a brand that people are proud of. You want to have a brand that people look forward to working with. Okay, you want to have an unforgettable brand. And this is your unique brand that is unique to you. Okay, so that's it for the free preview. For the rest of the training, I'm going to talk about the 3 big ways, okay, the AAA method. The AAA method, apply, attract, and attack. Okay, how to find qualified offers to close for. Okay, this is the big one. Okay, and then audience growth, going on the hunt, okay, establishing your brand assets, okay, and acing the interview, okay, becoming the top performer, okay, as well as the most important part of this training are the assignments. Okay, all these things is available to you if you head over to seansena.com/influencer. That is seansena.com/influencer. Put in your $100, okay, do the whole thing, complete your assignments. If you complete every section, every segment, every part of the 3 assignments, and in 7 to 12 days, you don't land an influencer, I'll give you a refund. Okay, there's no way that you can't land an influencer, a qualified opportunity, if you do the assignments, put in your heart, okay, put in your soul, put in your best work, okay, and land a great team, okay, that you can stay for 1 year, 2 year, okay, and then move up. Okay, you keep moving up with your brand, you keep cycling upwards. Okay, so it's $100, and after today, if you join us live, it is $100. Okay, after today, once I turn this evergreen, it's gonna be $250. Okay, $100 if you join now, and text me after you join so I can send you the link to my Zoom room. Okay. And I think I'll just give you a free preview. Okay, this is what the members area looks like. So after you join, you will see this. Okay, so this one is actually the influencer attraction system. Okay, the influencer attraction system. So this one, I go deeper into your unique theme. Okay, I go deeper into your unique theme as well as the beliefs. Okay, the beliefs that support you as a closer. Okay, that is deep. That is some deep stuff. Okay. And then this one is the unique closer brand. Okay, of course, here it says the video is unavailable because now I'm currently recording this training. Okay, you have a unique closer brand tracker. Okay, I'm going to be giving you my triage call script and my closing call script. Okay, I'm going to give you the training on how to ace interviews. I'm going to share with you some examples of the interviews that I've done before. It means the business owner interview me. Okay, they test me, they grill me, they pressure me. Okay, it's here. Okay, as well as an example of how to create your one pager. Okay, your one pager. Okay, and how to book calls, okay, and show that you can book calls. Okay, and when you apply, okay, how do you personalize the things you send so that you get hired? Okay, so all these things that I've done will be archived in your members area, and you get the recording of today's training, all the bonuses, all the assignments, all the tools, and you keep lifetime access to them. Okay, so for just $100 today, right now, you get in and then secure your brand, secure your dream influencer, and then let's start setting and closing. Okay, for those of you watching on the free stream, okay, it's time to head over to my Zoom right now. It's always the same link. If you are a paid student of mine, okay, just hop over to my Zoom. If you have purchased the link, yeah, there's a Hans. I think Hans just bought. Yeah, Hans, I just sent you a text on Facebook. So let me know if the link works and you can join. Okay, I'm texting you the Zoom link right now. So we have some people, okay, they have been following my work for a few weeks now, and they got guaranteed placement. And I don't know why it's not working out. And now they want to learn how to become self-sufficient. So if that's happening to you, okay, don't depend on those kind of coaches. Don't depend on those kind of guaranteed placement. Build your brand. Okay, trust your brand. You are a closer. Okay, trust your own brand. Close for yourself. Okay, so here's the link, seansena.com/influencer. Now I'm going to proceed with the rest of the training. Okay, any questions, just reach out on social media and I'll see you in my Zoom room or the members area. Cheers.